What's up, sheep fans? Peter's the name, sheep's the game.
Good man. And what have you got there, Peter? What have you got there?
Picture for Cammy.
Your son, man. Let's see that. Who drew that? Your dad?
No, me.
Oh, your son, man.
But
Brilliant.
I never done a space there, so I done a line.
I see that. You missed a space, but
Yes.
that's okay. It takes time. Right,
Yeah, I
thanks.
done it at night time, and I was getting a bit tired. I thought you
Hey, he's getting.
done the video.
Oh, you thought I'd switch the video off? No, it's always rolling because you need to catch those little gems. Like, you've been honest about doing this at night when you're tired.
Yeah.
Your son boy, you should get to your bed though. You've got school. He's got school now. He's got his sheep scanned and he's not even been to school yet. He's just heading. He's not late. We've done it on time. Peter, ladies and gentlemen, what a wee gem, isn't he? They'll love you. They'll love you. You've got a natural charm. Get your own YouTube channel going. On to the next job. Good morning, sheep fans. Cammy's the name, sheep's the game, and in today's video we're doing a variety of things. Sheep work, obviously. Well, not obviously, sometimes I do some cow things, but it is sheep work today. And we are dozing, Fluke dozing to be specific. You've seen this a few times. We're on the Flukiver now. It's a Closantel based drench. We talk about it a lot. I like to get the public information bit out the way first. Liver fluke is a thing that the sheep pick up through mud snails from wet, mild weather. They're all over the place. And the liver fluke goes in through the sheep's digestive system and works its way through the liver into the bile duct, trashes the liver, ends up kind of like cirrhosis of the liver, like an alcoholic would get, and the sheep often die. Or, if you catch it in time, there's still a good chance to lose lambs and stuff. So what we're doing is try to prevent any of that happening by drenching them with a type of medicine that we call a Fluke drench. So it's a Closantel based drench we're using today, Flukiver. The issue with Flukiver is it only kills them at 6 weeks of age. So anything younger than any Fluke younger than 6 weeks won't be affected, but it's got a 90-odd% efficacy. Is it efficacy? Something that the clever people at Modern and Alanco and stuff say. I think they say efficacy, which means it's 90-odd% effective, which is the easier way to say it for a layman like myself. So Lizzie is working with Fern. We're starting with some ewe lambs here. So we've got Lizzie, she's on it her own. Fern's out herself, there's no Meg helping. Lizzie's doing most of the running, but it's all new for Fern. She's just got to learn. All part of the learning curve. Oh, and we've got Jock here as well today. Yeah, fan favourite. Oh, there you go. So it makes the job a little bit slower, but it's just great practice for Fern. And these are ewe hogs, these are not in lamb, so they can do a little bit of running. Obviously this time of year now, we're not going to be using Fern very much on the in-lamb ewes. So every chance we get to get her out, get her running on some sheep like this that aren't carrying lambs and that are young and fit and can run a bit for a young dog that's maybe sending them the wrong way occasionally, then it's ideal practice for her. There we go. Is that Fern's first solo job? Aye, you did a fair bit of running there, but it's good to see you. You needing a pin joke? Sorry, I just abandoned you there. No, I know, you know what I'm like, I'm a busy man. So here we go, a variety of ewe lambs in here. A Beltex ewe lamb. That one's all the way from the Isle of Lewis. Being wintered down here. Not much grass left, but if Ali's watching, don't panic, they're going to a fresh bite today. And we've got some mules that we bought, some from Jock's Uncle Billy and some from Ayr Market. They're all looking quite good, eh? The blue is surprisingly good looking, they're looking very good. Give them a Fluke doze and we'll give them a shift. Let's get going, big day ahead. Get them the race, start dozing, do the things. Lizzie, could you turn that pick up for us? I know what you're going to say, we could have done it while you were doing that, but we're on the camera. We're on live on TikTok as well here. Just working away on TikTok. We did check Baby Jock as well. We're working away on TikTok, just sort of try to have a wee stab at increasing some numbers on there. So we're doing a few daily lives for a few days just to, I don't know, people go live on TikTok and sit and do all sorts of nonsense, so why not do some sheep on it? Let's go. So the trick, I don't know if I've done a little bit about this year, I do it often, but when you're setting up your dosing gun, if you're right-handed, you want your nozzle slightly off to the left as you look at it. So it's like you're curving round into the sheep here. So when you're dosing the sheep here, you're coming in from the side, and on the tongue, down the throat, squeeze. Like, don't rush it, just take your time. Obviously it's the opposite if you're doing it an awkward way like this. It can be quite difficult going the opposite way. But the idea of this gun is that this wee round bit sits on the tongue and gets the sheep kind of swallowing, and then when you release the dosing stuff, it swallows it down. And what you don't want to do is that, like, quite, you know, people are guilty of, is ram the dosing gun in and then do that and just press it without getting it set, and then stuff coming out the side there, because I've just put it in. I'll give her an extra wee done. I've just rammed it in and pressed it. Get it in, on the tongue, swallow it, and you never spill a drop, like that. It doesn't always work. Hey, we can only try our best, folks. As long as you see the ones that spit it out and give me a bit extra. There was a perfect one there. Once you do one bad one, you have to do 4 good ones in a row. That's what my old karate teacher used to teach me. Okay.
To be fair, mine's has got like 43 different kill marks on them.
Wait, you're aiming at him?
The ones in there.
Oh, they went. Aye, that's why I says we'll just do a wee tiny dot now. The first lot we put a big like keel mark on it, but the problem is when you're putting them in the trailer, they jump all over each other, so now they're just green sheep. That's what we've got. Right, that's that lot of good guys ready to go, and you'll see a bit more at the next bit. And we are at the second job here with the Cheviots. The dog. What, Meg? What are you doing? Come by. Leave her standing for 2 minutes and she makes a mess of it. Oh, Megan. Okay, so I'll stand in the road. Let Jock do all the dog work, seeing he's the one with the good dogs, of course. Okay. Now I've got to run because they're going to break away down this road down here. Oh, they're fast. Oh, they're fast. Wee, Tilly Meg, wee. Tilly Meg, wee. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. And Lizzie's there to turn them in. Hopefully. Where have you been, Jock? It's probably sheer now, you just stand in one spot all day.
I know, I've got no legs left.
Whew. First appearance on today's vlog. How is he today? Hanging on for dear life. What are you saying, boy? Hey. Yeah, some buzz. Your shoulder's hurting? Lizzie's shoulder hurting. Now, Lizzie, why is your shoulder hurting? Because she went to feed the rams yesterday and decided she would just carry the bag all the way up the hill rather than take it in the truck, which is about half a mile, by the way. She's decided to carry the feed bag half a mile with Jock as well, and now she's moaning about a sore shoulder. Some hardy lass. Hilly Meg, wee. Well, that's a long way to go. That's what Fern's seen. Bit wider on the outrun. Wee. Lie down. That always looked kind of fluky, that sheep, but it does look fluky. Aye, it's got that kind of cheeks about it. Rough looking cheeks. Hey, let's shut this one. Oh, steady. Okay, so it's just the same process again. Now we have the sheep in. Let me give you a look at them first. We always like to have a look at sheep. That's what this channel's all about. The beautiful creatures that they are. Now they're getting a little bit bare of grass up there, although they don't look it. Some are poorer. I definitely think my homebred gimmers just don't look too flash, to be honest with you. They just don't look too flash, but the rest of them look pretty good. Still to be scanned, of course. But we'll give them a fluke dose today, and then we're moving 20 of them, so what I think I'll do is pull out 20 of the leanest. They're going to a fresh bit of grass, and the rest will go back on the park they just came off of. So let's get dosing. On big girls. Yeah, it was some sort of infection for that poor lass, but she had 2 cracking lambs this year. She's an unbelievable fettle. Oh, yep. Big strong lass. We're finished here with the cheevates. On to the next job. Lizzie says I'm not to be messing about because the days are short. Oh, and it'll soon be dark. So people quite often ask me to explain a bit more detail about what each lot is. So I should have said the last lot was cheevates. So we're on pure North Country cheevates. They're all to the blue-faced Leicester ram. And these are ewe hogs. So they're 1-year-old sheep. Mostly there is a couple of older ones in them, but they're mostly 1-year-old sheep. And these are mainly to the Charlie, and some would be to the blue Texel as well. And they're quite easy lambing rams. That's the great thing about them. So they're good for ewe hogs, although the ewe hogs that I've chose to lamb are pretty big. Like, I'm not worried at all about lambing them. I say there's a couple of these. This will be a Hampshire cross thing, is it? No, it's a Suffolk cross Dorset maybe. Lizzie, you're from that country. Is it a Suffolk cross Dorset or a Hampshire? It's not a Hampshire, it's a Suffolk cross Dorset, I think.
You wouldn't get it black, would you?
A Suffolk cross Dorset? Yeah, it's more kind of white, isn't it? But it's not a Hampshire. Hampshire's a big black face things with white wool. Aye. Oh. Oh. Right, girls. Last batch. Last batch. Right. That's the dosing done for the day. Now we're going to go and draw some lambs for the market tomorrow. Still got a couple of hours of daylight left, and you only get jock 1 day a week. Okay, so we didn't actually film the drawing of the lambs because we ended up in a mad rush trying to get done before it was dark. Another day in the life. I hope you enjoyed it and that terrible dosing demonstration that I did. But what better way to end the vlog than with a look at the pups. Pups! Puppies! Here. Puppies! How are you getting on? Now we are down a pup because Jock Welsh Senior has been and lifted a pup. You will see that on Landward when it's out, for those of you in the UK. This is the wee bitch pup here that we're thinking we're going to keep. Ain't we pup? And this is crack me dog pup that's heading up to the Viking in Orkney. Sleek, aren't you? You're going up to Orkney, pup. And the last one there is going to a chap named Rob who got in touch after. How did he get in touch again? Oh, I think he just emailed me. And it just so happened he emailed me at the right time. So that's how it worked. Puppies! Puppies! Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, you're the friendliest one, aren't you? Not got a name yet for it, but we might do a... Oh, what are we calling it? Jess? Alright, well my mum's looked after them, so she says we should call it Jess. You guys let me know what you think of that. I'm not set on that, to be honest with you. It's not really my choice, but we'll see what happens. Bro, there you go. So there you go, sheep fans. How fantastic was that? We look at the pups to finish instead, and I've still got Peter's picture here in the car. I need to get that up and framed. I do have a few of these and I do keep them. I appreciate people that send me the drawings and stuff. It's really cool. So I've also got to give a wee shout out to Sophie, who drew this. She actually gave me this picture, and then we took a photo next to the truck, and she went in the house and drew me this one before I left the scanning. So I thought that was really nice. So a shout to Sophie for that one as well. So yeah, thanks to all you sheep fans out there. And speaking of sheep fans, here's another couple just to round off the video nicely. You'll see them with their merch on or watching the sheep game. See you for the next one, sheep fans. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
What's up, sheep fans? Cammy's the name, sheep's the game.
I thought you were going to say Peter's the name. You were, weren't you? And you said Cammy. Right, okay, right, chat again.
What's up, sheep fans? Peter's the name, sheep's the game.
Good man.